I just want to give you a quick review today of my first month subscription of MakerBox. Now, this is their second month sending out subscriptions, but this is my first for me, so I can't exactly compare the first month to the second month. So, I was too anxious to wait for this video to open it, so I did it a little early. And off the bat, the first thing I like is at the top, on the bottom of the top, they give you a bunch of different information. First off, unfortunately I didn't win, but they gave out 20 printed solid drawstring bags, so hopefully next month. The second thing is they give you a link. Every month they give a link and you can enter on a daily basis to win a free spool filament that is given out at the end of every month. Now the third line here gives you good ideas of what you can do with your sample packs. Now these aren't very large sample packs, so you can't go printing everything that you found on Thingiverse or My Mini Factory, but you do have a good bit. And then the bottom line here gives you their hashtag to find what everyone else has done with their filament, along with their social media links. And so you can follow them, and they give a lot of good hints of what's coming up and what you can expect in the next month. So once we dive into the actual box itself, the first thing you find on top is a MakerBox sticker. Now, I know from following their social media that was a fan suggestion to include the sticker, so I think that's cool first thing. Now, for the filament, the first one I found on top this month is ColorFab Brass Fill. Now, for me personally, since I like playing with the different composites, I really like seeing this on top, and I don't have a lot of chances to get ColorFab, especially their samples due to the shipping cost. Now, the first thing that you see here that I really like that MakerBox has done is give you a big sticker on the top of it with your print settings, a bunch with other different information and different links, so you can fully understand and learn how to use this sample, and you can get some really good sample prints out. Now, another thing that I've noticed on all these packs is at the bottom of the label it gives you a link to websites and gives you different discount codes. Now, the first pack here is 10% off printedsolid.com, but as you go through these you'll find different percents off and for different links. And so I wanted to kind of show you the amount of filament you get. Now, in their latest video, they talk about sending 50-gram filament samples, and as they said, this one's a lot heavier than this hemp is. So 50 grams of the brass fill would be a lot less than what you would get with the hemp or other samples you find in your box. So I really like that they kind of went off length and less of weight. And you still do get a good amount of filament so you can sample. And that's something I really like what they've done. They've given you enough so you can play with it, so you can make a good judgment of whether or not you actually like the filament and you want to go and buy more. And you could also use the code to buy more. So that's my first one, the Brass Fill by ColorFab. My second one is Hemp by 3D Fuel. Now, this is a filament that I've wanted to play with for a very long time, and I've never found a good provider or a good manufacturer to buy hemp filament from. So this is something I would definitely be playing with, and you'll definitely see many posts that come on my social media. Now, as before, it includes all of your print settings along with a discount from MakerBox to get 20% off. It also includes the more information link in the top on all of them if you want more information on tensile strength and so on. Now, the third pack that I have in this is by Made Solid, and it is their PET Plus. Now, this is a type of filament that I've played with a lot, and I've used this type from many different manufacturers, so this would be I have a good base to test these out and compare them. So there will be definitely a video on comparing these. And again, this is a good sample size, and I know you can't tell, but these are about the same length, even though this weighs probably 4 times as much as the PET Plus. So I kind of like that they did go at the length and not just weight, because because you'd have a very large variety of different amounts. Now, finally, the filament that I'm actually quite excited about is by Algix 3D. Now, if you follow my social media, you know they contacted me about a week and a half ago to test out a bunch of their whole range of filaments that they're providing right now, which can be bought on Amazon. But this right here is the Alga, which I actually love myself. It is an algae composite. Now I'll have a video and full review of all their filaments coming up, and I'll talk a lot more about my thoughts and how easy this actually is to print. And just based off of my personal experience, I know that these settings are actually pretty close to what I use. I use slightly lower on the heat than the high range, but I found that the bed temperature and the speed is great. And so I kind of am hoping that all the other tips that you find in the other packs are pretty close as this one has been. Now, if you have any questions or any concerns, or you just have any recommendations, please comment below. And if you enjoy this video, please subscribe. Thank you.